Alright, so first thing I saw is the coolant temperature, cold and hot indicator blinking. This doesn't happen. This never happens. Another thing, there should be a check engine, like it says service engine soon, but it's a check engine light. So check engine's gone. Went and got the scan tool, plugged that in, had no communication. Also the light, the check engine light on the, on the dash, that's controlled by the computer. Supposed to light up when you start the car, it goes away. So I kind of knew almost right away what the problem was, but you don't go buying computers just because you think you gotta like verify. So I went to old data, got the pin out, checked the powers and the grounds. Here's another thing. Let's see, you got the fuse check, you got the fuse check and you got the relay check. Make sure the relay works and the fuses are not burnt. Sometimes there's more than one on these, on different vehicles. So here's your relay. If you're interested in how it's done, with the ohm meter, it should be 101 to 110 ohms. What else? The relay is this one. Here's is the relay. You can pause the video if you want, whenever. Yeah, you can also back probe, which I don't use. I use power probe to back probe stuff. But you can use an ohm meter. Ohm meter is kind of a pain in the ass. And then here are all the terminals and and the resistance they should have. Again, you can pause this in the video. Just to go back to recap, you turn the ignition on, check engine lights missing, and you got the coolant, hot and cold indicators blinking. Chances are, pretty much, again, you always want to double check, but your computer's fried. So this is the original computer. This is the eBay garbage that the dude's like, oh, they pulled that out of a working vehicle, what the heck, blah blah blah. It's also, I'm gonna plug it in also now. So that's that one. That's the original. This is the eBay one, and I'm gonna plug it in right now. You can disconnect the ECM couplers from the ECM with the ignition off. You don't have to take the battery. The battery cables off. This car is actually old enough that it just, when it's off, it stays off. It's not, the computer is not running with the key off. So ignition off, you can start disconnecting this thing. So here's the eBay computer. The guy sold me. The guy's local. I said, he straight up said, oh, I'm gonna come to your house, blah blah blah. I guess he was, I hope he meant like, he was gonna like tell me that my diagnosis was wrong or whatever. But after I got the money back, eBay gave me the money back, I went and bought my own computer. But just to show, here's the eBay one. And even this one, actually the fuel pump doesn't even, doesn't even run. Like my grandma's computer, the one that's bad also, you can hear the fuel pump, but this one, same thing. No check engine light. These are blinking. It turns over, but it'll never start. And this is actually worse than my grandma's. So now I'm gonna plug in, the computer's already installed, the new one that I bought. I'm gonna plug the wires back in, and I'll show you what a regular, normal working computer should look like. Okay, everything's put back together. Those are the two broken ones. Here we go. Here's the good one. Check engine. That's a check engine light, because most manufacturers use an actual symbol, but this is actually in English. Service engine soon. That's a check engine light. The cold temperature indicator is just on because the car hasn't been running, and it's not blinking, and also the hot temperature, the overheat temperature indicator is not even there. Also, another thing, note, you can actually hear, yeah, you could actually hear the fuel pump going, because the eBay one, you couldn't even hear the fuel pump go. They're just completely dead silent. And then even my grandma's, the fuel pump worked, but it didn't run. So anyways, check engines on. That means computer is talking, you know, letting itself be, you know, basically says, you know, hey, I'm here. And boom, just like that, the car is working again. But I have a check engine light. I'm gonna actually check to see what the codes are. Alright, let's take a look at the computer. This is the original, my grandma's computer. Already took off the, what's it called? Took off the screws. And here's a little bit of rust right here. And I used a cleaner, electric component cleaner, and you pretty much can't see the corrosion anymore, but there was some right here, in here, and then there was some, I think, on these chips right here. What's it called? Also, you can see on the side, this is how you kind of know that something's gonna happen in a computer. You see on the side there's corrosion here and here. Also this side, rust and corrosion here, rust and corrosion here. Now on the back, what's it called? There's a lot of rust and corrosion right there, and in this corner there's rust and corrosion through here, and then this is the contact that's got rust and corrosion underneath. It's really crusty there. I see my camera's going. Oh, okay. Bunch of rust here, and yeah, because I cleaned it. Yeah, this contact has corrosion. So this is, you know, looks okay, but it's actually bad. So let's take a look at something I bought on eBay. Okay, here's a eBay computer. It's very expensive, just about 200 bucks. He was sold to me by a local guy, but I guess he flips equipment on, you know, he pretty much buys it for cheap and then resells it on eBay, and just has the junkyard pretty much send the computer straight to the customer. So this one's out of a salvage yard, out of like Minnesota or something. So this is this one. And this one I didn't do anything to it because this one's getting sent back. So here you'll definitely see the corrosion. See all this, and then my grandma's computer is much better, but yeah, all this is corroded right here. I don't know if you can see it. I don't know if the camera picks up. Yeah, I think you can see it right there. Yeah, all of this is no good. This computer's fried. Also, if you look on the chip side, right there, that's all corroded. It's pretty much shorted, you know, it shorts itself. And right here also, all of that's also corroded right there. I don't know how well the camera gets it. There's corrosion here, which is only on the aluminum, but still, if there's visible signs of corrosion, typically all the tiny electronic parts are pretty much screwed. And then if you flip over, I think I saw something on the back. No, the back's actually fine on this one. Yeah, so this was a, oh yeah, that's the cover for it. Also, see, somehow moisture gets into these and destroys them. So that's the eBay computer. I think it goes this way. Yeah, let's look at a good one. But this one is perfect. Everything is just, you know, the lids have nothing on them, completely perfectly fine. And the rest of the computer, it's also, you can't find anything on this thing. This thing's perfectly clean. Same in the back, the lid is completely still nice. That means all the tiny little components on the motherboard are also going to be nice and still working. So yeah, this is a good one, and we are going to use this and seal it up, because I have no clue how this moisture gets in there. I mean, this computer is inside the dash, but as you can see, I mean, somehow water or something gets in there and just fries these computers. So I'm gonna seal mine up with flex glue, and you guys will see how I'll do that in just a minute. Okay, let's seal this thing up best we can, and what's his name, and put it back in the vehicle. I'm gonna start right here. Okay, you pretty much get the drift. I'm gonna go all the way around and seal it up. Okay, got the socket all sealed. There's big gaps here. There's a hole here you gotta seal up because these brackets go on the computer here. So you gotta open, there you go. Gotta seal this hole also. The lids are sealed completely. There's two holes you also close up because there's another bracket that goes, I believe, like this onto the computer. So you want to seal those, and yep. If moisture can't get in it, then it can't corrode anything. So let's put this thing back in the car.